What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and this video I want to talk about the reports that Sony is upping production for the PS5 consoles, that there's now going to be many more millions available at launch than previously were. Now, this is very exciting. I've seen conflicting reports, which I do want to talk about in this video. Shortages. Shortages is honestly my number one concern. It's something that I've been scared about for a very long time, even dating back to like last December, last January, or this past January, I guess, with okay, Sony, the rumor was that Sony is only going to have so many millions of copies of the, like literally the units of the PS5 console heading into launch. Okay, so when launch comes, when the PS5 comes out, November blank, there's only going to be so many units. And there's not going to be all that many. In fact, there's going to be less of them than there were with the PS4. And if you know anything about what happened with the PS4, it was very hard to get those, right? The pre-orders, even if you pre-ordered day one, including myself, I am actually an example of this. I pre-ordered the game day one on Amazon. I almost didn't get it when it actually released day one. Okay, so when I say day one, I mean when the PS4 first went on pre-order, I pre-ordered it and I almost didn't get my copy because of some mess up with Amazon. I actually fixed it. I did get it day one, but I wasn't guaranteed it. So there was a lot of people. A lot of people could not get the PS4 when they wanted to, basically. And with the PS5, I feel like these issues are going to be a whole lot more. Obviously, we know with the production, with what's gone on around the world, it has been affected. It hasn't been affected, I think, as much as people thought originally, but I think it has in general. But again, rumor has it Sony is now planning on making 9 to 10 million copies of the, again, like I guess units of the console for a launch, basically. So up until I guess December of 2020, there's going to be 9 to 10 million units. Now that's up from I believe around 5 to 6, which was the rumor previously. In fact, 9 to 10 was the rumor that they wouldn't be able to make 9 to 10 million units of it until like February, March, April, like sometime in that early spring period. They wouldn't be able to make it there. So honestly, again, this is very good news. Now, I've seen conflicting, it honestly depends on which site you read, which, I guess, interpretation of the report, because early on, I saw them say that it still doesn't guarantee a shortage, that there is still a possibility that you're not going to be able to get a PS5 day one. It's just, I guess, a less percentage chance. I really hope this fixes it. I mean, honestly, if you make 9 to 10 million units of the PS5, I get the PS5 is going to be insanely popular. I don't know if they actually would need 9 to 10. I mean, they could very well be doing that, and I believe the rumor is they don't want to end up like Nintendo right now. Remember, the situation with Nintendo is basically there are no Switches out there. In fact, rumor has it they're running out of PlayStations and they're running out of Xboxes as well. But specifically Nintendo, even back like a month or two ago, remember the thing going around was there's no consoles because their manufacturer plant is in China. They're not working. They're literally not making consoles. These places are running out of units in their stores, and then they have no way of getting new ones. So basically, yes, Nintendo Switches are selling very quickly and they're doing great, but there's no restocking. So actually, eventually, there would be no sales because nobody's buying them. So that, I mean, that is a problem, and that I think that is a legit problem that's happened to Nintendo. Basically, the rumor is Sony doesn't want that to happen with the PS5. And again, I think this is a when I saw this, I was smiling. I think this is a very good thing, especially, honestly, because of the, and we didn't even know this back when before the PS5 was fully unveiled, right? We didn't know that there was two versions. So now we know, digital and obviously a disc version. One of those is going to go very quickly. Now, I know some people, I don't know, I don't want to pretend to be able to know, what the room is saying, right? But I feel like it's going to depend on how much of a difference of price one is going to be versus the other. I feel like people are saying that the disc version is going to go very quickly. So if you want the disc version, you're going to move fast. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, though, because if the digital version is $50, $75, now I really don't think it's going to be $100 cheaper, but say it was $100, $75, even $50. So the PS5 is $500, and the digital version, I mean, the disc version is $5, and the digital version is $450. Does that make the digital sell out faster because people just are going to go with a cheaper option? People, yes, you have stimulus checks, these, governments handing out free money, all that stuff, but at the same time, there's other things to spend it on. We don't know, the economy obviously being very up and down, stuff like that. You may not be able to spend it. I'm just saying, right? I'm not saying my personal situation, but just think of anybody's situation. Which one sells faster? Again, the thing with them increasing the units is hopefully it'll be better, even on that. So, like, if I want the disc version, but the disc version is going to sell out much faster, maybe if they have 2 extra million units of the disc version, obviously maybe it would be better off, right? So, again, I'm really really hoping that this solves the shortage problem. I've seen sites even go so far to say that it would solve the shortage problem. But at the end of the day, I believe factually from the report, from the original report, I guess translated though, that they do not claim that it's going to 100% fix the problem, that there could definitely still be shortages of this console. Remember, reports even from a couple months ago were expect shortages. If you and by the way, when I say this, basically what I mean is I think if you pre-order this system day one, I think you'll be okay. What I mean is if you go to you go to GameStop, you go to Best Buy, or you try and get the system, the day it comes out, a couple weeks after, I don't think you're getting it. And honestly, again, with a situation like this one, like with the PS5, I think even if you pre-order it a month and a half, 2 months into it being available, I don't know if you'll, you know what I mean? So say pre-orders start tomorrow. I think if you pre-order tomorrow, you'll be safe. If you pre-order it 2 months from now, I don't think you're going to be safe. Honestly, I don't even think you were safe with the PS4 if you did that. And the PS5, again, I think is going to be a little harder to get than the PS4. So we'll have to see. Definitely good news overall. It's just I'm not so, I guess, honestly, it's kind of weird because I'm Mr. Optimistic. I'm always looking on like the bright side. With this, I'm definitely, I'm kind of expecting the worst, to be honest with you. I'm really going into it saying I'm going to pre-order this thing within the first hour of it being available. Okay, I'm definitely ready to go for that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to assume and hope that I'm going to be able to get it by doing that. But honestly, I'm expecting that if I don't do it day one, say I'm in a coma and I miss the day that they announced this and that it goes up, I feel like I wouldn't get the console. So I'm going to, that is a very pessimistic attitude, but I'm going to stick with it because I feel like that's the only way I'm going to be able to get the PS5. And I really, if you guys, I haven't been aware, haven't seen the channel, I definitely want the PS5 day one. So guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think the production, going up will stop shortages? You think this is kind of the solution to that? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. And I do a new video on this channel every single day. And so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.